everybody's different. What you need in terms of sleep will be different to what your friends and your partners and your relatives need when it comes to sleep. What we're going to do in this video is help you identify A, how much sleep you need, and B, with loads of research, loads of science, loads of data, work out exactly the techniques that you need to adopt to sleep better, to wake up with more energy, and really add life to your years. Here are 12 tips on how to get a great night's sleep. 12 logical steps you can make to get a good night's sleep. The first one that the National Library of Medicine in America quotes is a really good one. It says, try and stick to a sleep schedule. Try and go to bed and wake up approximately the same time each day. As creatures of habits, people have a hard time adjusting to change in sleep patterns. They go on to say as well that sleeping late on weekends won't fully make up for a lack of sleep during the week and will make it harder to wake up early on Monday mornings. Their second point, they say try to exercise at least 30 minutes on most days, but no later than 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. I think that's great advice, and the reason for that, if you exercise too late in the evening, it's hard to come down from that high, or the endorphins and all the short, sharp cortisol. So yeah, try and avoid exercise late in the evening. The next one, you may be fully aware of this already, avoid caffeine and nicotine. Of course, caffeine, we all know, comes in coffee, but don't forget, it's also in chocolate. It's also in quite a lot of other things, including a cup of tea will have caffeine in it. So try and avoid it, certainly from afternoon onwards, if you struggle at the moment to have a good night's sleep. Their advice number 4 is to avoid alcoholic drinks before bed. Why? Well, having a nightcap or alcohol later in the evening, well, it might help you drop off. It actually robs you of your REM sleep, and that's called your rapid eye movement sleep, and we'll talk about that a lot more over the next couple of days. And they go on to say that heavy alcohol ingestion also may contribute to impairment of breathing at night. You also tend to wake up in the middle of the night when the effect of the alcohol starts to wear off. Their 5th point, very good one, avoid large meals and large beverages late at night. A large meal can cause indigestion, which interferes with sleep. Drinking too many fluids at night can cause frequent awakening to urinate. They also say, if possible, avoid medicine that delay or disturb your sleep. Some commonly prescribed heart, blood pressure, asthma medication, as well as some over-the-counter herbal remedies for coughs, colds, or allergies can disturb your sleep pattern. If you have trouble sleeping, talk to your healthcare provider or pharmacist to see whether any drugs you're taking might be contributing to your insomnia, and ask whether you can take them at other times earlier in the day or evening. Now, while I've been saying that we should all try and get an afternoon nap, they also say, though, don't try and get an afternoon nap after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, because if you do that, you might find it harder to fall asleep at night. Number 8, kind of an obvious one, but relax before you go to bed. They say, don't overschedule your day so that you don't have time left in the evening for unwinding. A relaxing evening, such as reading or listening to music, should be part of your bedtime ritual. This is all from the website of the American body that look after your health. I think these are fascinating bits of advice, and I can't argue with any of them. They're great. Now, here's an interesting one that some people just don't get because they think it conflicts, but I'll explain why it doesn't in a minute. They say, on their 12 tips, take a hot bath before you go to bed. And here's why. The drop in body temperature after you get out of the bath may help you feel sleepy and can help you relax and slow down so you're more ready to go to sleep. So believe it or not, taking a hot bath, what they're saying is it actually makes you cooler when you get out than if you'd gone in it in the first place. And that actually, I've done a lot of research on that one because that sounded a bit double Dutch to me at first, but actually is the case. The next one, which I certainly would have separated into 3 or 4, and I will do mention a lot in the next couple of days because these are the key ones. Sleep in a dark room, in a cool bedroom that is gadget free. They say, get rid of anything in your bedroom that might distract your sleep, such as noises, bright lights, an uncomfortable bed or warm temperatures. You sleep better if the temperature in your room is kept on the cool side. They also say a TV, cell phone, that's America, can't you? Cell phone or computer in the bedroom can be a distraction and deprive you of your needed sleep. Having a comfortable mattress and pillow can help provide a good night's sleep. Individuals who have insomnia often watch the clock. So turn the clock's face out of view so you don't worry about the time while you're trying to fall asleep. Their 11th point, have the right sunlight exposure. Daylight is the key to regulating daily sleep patterns. So try to get outside in natural sunlight for at least 30 minutes each day. If possible, wake up with the sun or use very bright lights in the morning. Sleep experts recommend that if you have a problem falling asleep, you should get an hour of exposure to morning sunlight and then turn down the lights before bedtime. And their final bit of advice, they say that if you find yourself still awake after staying in bed for more than 20 minutes, I actually think more like 30 minutes, but let's stay with this one for 20 minutes. If you start to feel anxious or worried, then get up, do some relaxing activity until you start to feel sleepy. The anxiety of not being able to sleep makes it harder to fall asleep. Now, those 12 bits of advice are really on the money, and that's why I read them out verbatim. They're really on the money, but on their own, without a greater understanding, I think they lack a bit of detail. And what I'm going to do for the rest of today and tomorrow, as well as giving you more research, I'm going to really sort of cement those 12 views. If you found that interesting and you'd like to find out more why sleep is important for you, then click this video